Hi, this is Josh with Resort TV 1, and today we're at Epcot to give you a construction update here for the end of October 2019. And it's been a while since we've been back here to do this, so welcome to Wallcot, as we kind of affectionately call it. There are a lot of walls here. We're going to show you all of the construction from several different angles. We're going to take you on a monorail ride, a Skyliner ride, and all kinds of different things just to show you several different angles of what's going on here at Epcot. The good news is it's all going to be for a good purpose. Eventually everything's going to be amazing here. It reminds me of Disney Springs when it was a city of walls, and now Disney Springs is pretty awesome. So I can't wait to see what they do with Epcot. I hope it's epic, and I love the new logo of Epcot behind me anyway. So before we get started, be sure that you hit that subscribe button, check your notification bell to make sure it's set on all notifications. Also hit the like, leave us a comment, and remember to follow us on social media. Resort TV 1 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So we're going to get started with a monorail ride to the TTC, and we'll show you the loop around Epcot as we can show you a bird's eye view of some of the construction. So let's get started. And here from the tram platform, you can really see some of this entry area construction here very, very clearly. There's the new tram loading and unloading zone for the main part of the parking lot, and then I came in on the other side, which was the what they call west side tram loading and unloading zone. So anyway, pretty interesting. Actually, sorry, I came in on the east side. This is the west side. So anyway, a lot of construction. So we're coming into Epcot on the monorail here, and you can already see some of the parking lot security and tram area construction going on. Makes it a little longer walk for guests on the east side of the parking lot coming in, but as I just showed you, the west side is finished, and the security on the west side is done, which is really nice. There you can see the Guardians of the Galaxy building there, and some of the entrance plaza construction just below us. And the Guardians of the Galaxy construction is really coming along. Of course, we'll always miss Universe of Energy, and you can still see the distinctive building shape, but who knows exactly what it's going to look like at the very end. I think you'll still be able to recognize it, but you can see the solar panels are gone and the whole front of the building is taken off. You can also see some of the planners and things around the old Wonders of Life building that were accessible and now are blocked off by that wall right there in front of Mission Space. And just as we pass between Mission Space and Test Track, you can catch a glimpse of the Space 220 restaurant, which we'll show you later. But we'll give you a couple different passes here. This is a really great view from the monorail of the Fountain of Nations Plaza area, and you can see the fountain is completely gone with that equipment there that's removed it. Very, very sad. We'll always miss that fountain. I know we're getting another type of fountain back, but that plaza will always be a really great memory for me. And now we're coming into Epcot from facing the other direction, and you can see the new tram loading and unloading area there on the east side, which is really, really nice. Takes you right up into security. But what we're really trying to show you here is the entrance fountain plaza. And of course right now only half of that is accessible. You can see where the wall is, where the guests are walking, and there is the main fountain planner there, and it of course is all torn up, and also the main iconic Epcot fountain is torn up there as well, but they're supposed to be kind of bringing it back to its original glory, which will be really, really cool to see when it's finished. And there's some other entrance plaza construction. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing here, maybe just preparing for some of the things that are going to happen behind Spaceship Earth. And then you can see some other construction in some of the common areas and green areas. I believe that's just construction access for some of the equipment. And here we'll take a look at some of the construction leading up to the Fountain of Nations Plaza on this second pass. A little bit easier to see from this side of the monorail. Sorry about the jumpiness. I didn't have my gimbal this second time. At least the weather was a little bit nicer. You get a little better view here, and there you can see that heavy equipment with that Fountain of Nations Plaza there. It's really incredible to think how much this Fountain Plaza has changed just in a few short weeks. They've really gotten a lot of construction done in a very short amount of time. There's more construction on the other side of Spaceship Earth. And we'll take another look at the main entrance area fountain from the other side. So I can't wait to see what they do with the fountain. Again, they're supposed to be giving it kind of more of a retro, like an opening look to it. What the fountain looked like when they opened Epcot in 1982. And back inside the park, it is a very crowded day at Epcot because it is Food and Wine Festival, and it is a Saturday. So a lot of people having to navigate around all these walls and different things. But I hope you enjoyed the monorail ride and some of the little bird's eye views that we were able to give you through that vantage point.
So apologize if you hear any wind noise. It is a windy day, especially under Spaceship Earth here, but we've got a huge kind of update here. You can really see through. There's a roof gone over here and part of a building that's gone. It's actually, I have to look at some old video to remember exactly what was here, but I know that you couldn't see the monorail tracks and the land pavilion. You can see the land pavilion really, really clearly over there. So kind of interesting, and all the way over to Living Seas. So I'll have to look back. Leave me a comment. What was here before? Definitely there was a building or a roof or a structure of some sort. Now, it wasn't the Innoventions, because it starts up here with the Art of Disney store, but that is a pretty big change there. And on the other side of Spaceship Earth, we have more construction on the wings here between the guest services area and Universe of Energy. You can actually see some digging equipment there and some big piles of dirt. So that is some big progress there, and I'm not sure exactly what they're doing in this area, just getting ready for Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess. So, all right, well, let's head into what's left of Innoventions Plaza. And by the way, I'm going to be doing these updates more in a vlog style, with very little editing except for when I need to fix the audio. Like on the monorail, I know it was too loud, so I'm going to narrate that, of course, after the fact. But mostly I'm just going to do it vlog style and kind of keep it informal, so you can see just my take on things as I'm experiencing it. And I haven't been to Epcot for a while, so it's interesting to me to see all the changes. There's that new Epcot logo on the wall blocking the former Fountain of Nations, which you can see from the monorail is mostly gone. So I'll have to go back and look at it. It was kind of hard to see, but it's mostly gone. But I do like the logo and the colors. I think it's got a retro look to it, and I think it really does Epcot proud. So optimistic about the changes for sure. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see Club Cool, at least where it used to be. So there you can see where Club Cool used to be next to the Fountain View, and the Fountain View is still mostly intact, but Club Cool is definitely taken down. You can see, actually I can see from views I've seen up high, where the Club Cool signage and everything is gone, and probably the inside is being refurbished. Eventually, this entire building is going to be gone, so that'll be pretty intense when that starts to be taken down. But you can see the only way back into Future World is either all the way around and out here by the Imagination Pavilion, or you can go back around the other way by Mouse Gear. So definitely impedes the crowd flow. They have made some of these walkways wider back here, so let's go around this way first, since we're already this far over. I'll show you how they've made these walkways wider to accommodate especially crowds right at the end of the night after Epcot Forever. I almost said Illuminations. I caught myself too soon. Definitely missed the old friend, our old friend Illuminations Reflections of Earth. And you can see here inside the breezeway that the character spot is also closed and tarped. They've actually got I don't know if I'm seeing a reflection, or I think now I'm seeing a reflection. I was going to say they've actually got some lights in there, but I think that's a reflection. So anyway, yep, the exciting changes are coming. Mickey and Friends will continue to meet across the breezeway. And they've actually drained one of the little lagoons now, but ironically, it is raining pretty hard right now, so I got to get my umbrella out. But I don't think that'll fill up the lagoon too quickly, but so they must just be cleaning some things out. All right, umbrella time. So here you can see this walkway is much, much wider than it was before. It really was just one lane. So that was something that they were able to do in anticipation of all the closures in Innoventions Plaza. So this really helps with the crowd flow, especially after Illuminations. And what's interesting about this is that I put my umbrella up, and of course now it stopped raining. So I guess I'll just leave it up for now. Well, it's almost stopped. So here in front of the Imagination Fountain, which we call it, affectionately call it a water up, because, you know, it's not a waterfall, the water's going up. But anyway, they've got this kind of drained out. Looks like rainwater has filled it up. So, but it's good to see wider pathways, you know, as long as it doesn't sacrifice any of the beautiful scenery or decorations, you know, landscaping around the area. Always good to have wider walkways. And another big change that's come over here is the addition of some much needed restrooms on this side. They had some smaller ones just around the corner that really didn't accommodate very many people, and so now they've got much bigger restrooms here on this side. Okay, count the number of people who wave at me. I'm getting a lot of people waving at me today, so that's kind of fun. But anyway, we've got new restrooms coming in over here, and that should help, especially during Food and Wine Festival and some of the more busy events like July 4th and New Year's Eve. So leave a comment, let me know what you think about any of these changes. What do you think are the most welcome changes, and what ones are you maybe not as happy about? And here is the brand new Epcot Preview Center, housed in the former Odyssey building. So we'll go in there and take a look. Of course, we've looked at it on live streams and there's been a lot of videos of it, so I didn't want to make it a separate video, but we're going to check that out. I'm also going to shoot a 360 video in there, so that'll be a separate video just to show you that amazing 360 movie preview. The Epcot experience. Come see the future. Don't mind if I do. And we've even got construction walls that extend over in this area. That may be to move equipment in and out for the Fountain of Nations refurb. They've got to have, you know, an alleyway to get the dirt and the diggers in and out of that area. I got to call it diggers because, you know, Liam's got a book called Where Do Diggers Sleep at Night? So I'm kind of stuck on that. But anyway, pretty interesting. Here's a better look at the building. And I love that logo at the top. Really, really cool. And they're kind of bringing back those logos, kind of like icons that have been around since the opening of the park. So it's good to see more emphasis put on those and newer ones designed that you see in the preview movie as well. So they've got a food and wine beverage area over here, which is really pretty cool. Another location for getting any kind of beverages and snacks you want. And then you've got the main sign here, which is really neat. Walt Disney Imagineering presents the Epcot Experience. Very cool. And one of the things that's been discussed a lot are these amazing posters here. It's just absolutely incredible, all the different posters that they've got. I hope they sell these because they are really, really cool, very well designed. Here's some of the World Showcase posters. And then they've got Soarin' over here in the middle of Morocco and Italy and the land. And they've got a really cool photo spot over here. Has the new Epcot logo and some really cool designs there. It's like maybe a Guardians of the Galaxy ride vehicle. And anyway, concept art blown up full size on the wall. What I'm really excited about is this world celebration. That's going to be incredible. Very futuristic, almost a Tomorrowland or an Art Deco style. I like what they're going to do with it. Can't wait to see it. There's Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, so we'll see how heavily she features in there. Hopefully it's just a light overview, and of course the best poster in the whole place. I really need this for my office. I do hope they sell them. Disney, are you listening? Horizons, if we can dream it, we can do it. Of course, that is where the quote came on my office wall. I know it wasn't a Walt quote, but really pretty cool. And here's the concept art. I've got Harmonious represented in the middle there, the World Celebration, as well as the Play Pavilion, Guardians of the Galaxy, all kinds of fun stuff. So it'll be really, really cool to see it when it's all finished. Just neat to see it this large. And here's a few more of the posters, and of course my personal favorite out of this group. I love the Space 2020, but World of Motion, my goodness. Raise your hand if you remember that ride. It's an incredible attraction. Larger than life, so many animatronics in that one. There's Communicore, of course Spaceship Earth, and that's the new one, Our Shared Story. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, Grand Fiesta Tour. Oh, there's of course homage to the Millennium Celebration, and all kinds of great stuff over here as well. Even Illuminations, Reflections of Earth over there, among other things. So here's some of the merchandise, which I'm sure Jen has already covered, so I won't show that too much, but pretty amazing. And we've got On the Brink of a New Age, October 1st, 2019. That's the original Epcot poster with the date updated. Now, this is absolutely incredible. I was blown away by this the first time I saw it. We've shown it on the live streams, but here it is in 4K 60. We're not going to show the entire show. I'm going to do that in 360 here pretty soon.
This most precious of resources, you wait to share the secrets. Journey with
So cool the way the dissolves work, and look at all the icons. As I mentioned, they've got icons for all of the different pavilions. Wow.
Welcome to the digital city, where playing is a way of life. Here we go! A place to snap and share.
So be sure to come in here in the old Odyssey Pavilion, the Epcot Preview Center, the Epcot Experience. Do not miss this. It is epic. It's amazing. It's larger than life. So I'll show this on a 360 video coming up soon. So hope you enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed the Epcot Experience in there. It was really, really cool. And we just got a 360 4K video of it, and that'll be up soon as well. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. It may even go up before this video, who knows. But that's a 360 experience, like I said, and you have to experience it that way, I think, is the best way to see it. And even over here in Future World East, just so many changes, so many walls going up. A lot of this is to facilitate some of the construction on the other side of Innovations Plaza and the Fountain of Nations, but just a lot of different pathways and things. In fact, let's go around this way and then we'll head over to Test Track here in just a second. We need to see the Space 220 restaurant progress. And Wallcot definitely earns its name here. It's like hallways of walls around here. So, you know, it isn't as enjoyable maybe to go through the park as it used to be, but it's just exciting to think about all the changes to come. And I realize that, you know, if you, like most people, only come maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, then it is disappointing to see it like this, but hopefully you get to come down again when it is complete. So I'm just realizing you have to go all the way into Mouse Gear and out through the breezeway to actually head over this direction, or you can cut over by Test Track. Those are your two options to get over by Mission Space, as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy area until they open up that walkway. And they've got this dance party over here, and sometimes they do concerts. So here we go over here by Guardians of the Galaxy, and you can see the roof of the building is undergoing significant renovations. I'm not sure if they're going to include those solar panels again. Doesn't look like they're going to, which is kind of sad, but leave me a comment if you know for sure. And I showed a little bit better view from the monorail earlier. It's pretty interesting over here. And then they've got another fence separating the play pavilion area, which you could see a lot better, again, from that monorail view I showed you earlier. And actually what's interesting is you used to be able to walk all the way up to or close to the play pavilion, and now they've got the entire thing blocked off, this entire side of the park, which is fine. I guess there's nothing really over here to do, but there used to be even a little smoking area over here, and you know, just all kinds of different things, benches and stuff, and they've got that all closed off due to the construction, probably to give them again access to the outside of the park for the equipment. So just to the left of Test Track, you can see the Space 220 restaurant taking shape. I believe it's going to be open I don't know, in the next couple months, I think. They were saying, I think, by the end of the year, but I don't see how that's super possible because it looks like they've got a long way to go, but we'll have to see exactly when it opens. But that's definitely the rounded area. That's definitely the side of the restaurant that has the viewing screen on it that makes you look like you're in space, 220 miles up into space to be exact. That's where the name of the restaurant comes from, Space 220. So can't wait to experience it. And now we are all the way over here by the America Pavilion, and we've got the Liberty Inn over here that is under refurbishment, is being reimagined into a completely new restaurant. So that'll be interesting. I believe it's going to be barbecue. So anyway, that'll be fun to see what that is when it opens up. Otherwise, not a lot of construction on that other side of World Showcase that I just passed by. So here at the France Pavilion, you can see they've got construction again well underway for the Ratatouille ride that's going to be just beyond that wall there, and we'll be able to see a better view of it from the Skyliner, which you can of course see from there. So we're going to head over, take the Skyliner on a loop around to the Riviera and back, and you'll be able to see a bird's eye view of the Ratatouille construction. But it'll be pretty cool. Once this is open, you'll be able to head right down this path and get on that Ratatouille ride. Beautiful sunset, by the way. And of course, one of the biggest updates here at Epcot and Hollywood Studios is the opening of the Skyliner just a few weeks ago. I haven't covered that on an update. Beautiful just to stand here and watch them come and go. Such an amazing transportation system. So we're going to go check that out just briefly, just to show you the Ratatouille construction. But any excuse to ride the Skyliner is fine in my book. And by the way, this Epcot station is, in my opinion, the most beautiful of all the stations. The others are nice, but this one just really is great. Well themed to fit in with the France Pavilion right next door and the International Gateway, which is also themed to match France. That's a good shot right there. I love this glass dome here too. It's really great architecture.
So here we go aboard the Skyliner, and we're going to get that bird's eye view of Ratatouille. This is just such an exhilarating experience, this takeoff here. There you can see the friendship boats and the whole France Pavilion, and you can see the side street that you'll be walking up to get to the ride itself. And there you can see a new building on the right there, as well as the main queue building that leads up to the attraction itself. And we'll get a better view of the attraction building soon, but there's a whole new street coming in over there, and we'll see it on the way back just a little bit better. It's just amazing how much they're adding here just for this one ride.
Just got off at the Riviera Station. I'm going to head back to Epcot to get some more footage of Ratatouille, but just wanted to point out how beautiful these Skyliner gondolas are against the sunset here. Wow. This is just such a neat system. This is the Riviera Station, by the way. Not an Epcot update, but still pretty cool. And of course the Riviera itself, which I believe will be opening, I think, in December from what I've heard. And I just learned that you have to be really careful when you're here at the Riviera, because this side that I'm looking at right now goes to Hollywood Studios, Caribbean Beach, Art of Animation, that side of the gondola system. And this other side goes back to Epcot. So rather than go all the way to Caribbean Beach, I got off here to come back around the other side and head back to Epcot. But anyway, you have to be paying attention which side you get back on so that you end up where you want to go.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Riviera Resort. If you're just joining us, we are on our way to Epcot. If you are planning to visit World Showcase today, now might be a good time to practice your olas, ni haos, and konnichiwas. When you arrive at each nation's pavilion, cultural hosts will be waiting to greet you in their native language, helping make your visit to Epcot a truly international exchange.
So on the right there, that big green building is the Ratatouille show building. And from what I've been told, the ride is just going to be absolutely amazing. It's a pretty big show building, so can't wait to see what they do with all that space. But you really get this awesome bird's eye view here. And what's interesting about Ratatouille is it puts the Eiffel Tower replica squarely kind of in the center of the pavilion, at least a little bit more than it was before. It used to be very much at the rear of the pavilion. There you can see that street that I was talking about that extends from the existing street all the way back to the ride area. And I'm not sure if they're including a restaurant or a shop or something else, but either way, I can't wait to see what they do.
Well, that's all for now for this Epcot construction update for late October of 2019. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave us a like and a comment, as well as subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already done so. Hope you enjoyed this update. We covered several different things. Nice long video this time, and I'm just excited about all of the things coming to Epcot, so definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you're most excited about. Let me know what you're most apprehensive about, and just let us know your thoughts. We'd love to see them. Also, be sure to check out our sponsors, MickeyBlog.com and MickeyTravels.com, for the best in free Disney vacation planning advice. Go check out MickeyTravels.com to book your next trip to Disney. Also, if you're thinking about moving to Central Florida, talk to Victor Naraki at CelebratingFlorida.com or Facebook.com/NarakiRealtor and tell him that Resort TV 1 sent you. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. We had a beautiful night to make this particular video. Of course, we had a little bit of rain going on there right at the beginning, but it has cleared up and we are getting this beautiful sunset here. So again, let us know what you think. We'll see you next time. So for now, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Now that you've finished watching this video, be sure that you're subscribed so that you can get all of the latest updates. Also, check out some other great videos on our channel. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.